Few names in automotive history carry as much weight as Alfa Romeo Spider. For nearly 6 decades, this badge has represented the purest expression of Italian passion, open-air freedom, and breathtaking design. From the timeless duetto of the 1960s, immortalized by Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate, to the raw, carbon fiber lightweight for C that left production in 2019, the Spider has always occupied a special place in the hearts of enthusiasts. But today, we're looking to the future. Alfa Romeo is planning something extraordinary, a spiritual successor to the 4C, an all-electric roadster that will carry the iconic Spider name into a new era. Set to arrive after 2027, this is the 2028 Alfa Romeo for e-Spider. This isn't just another electric car. This is Alfa's statement that electrification doesn't mean the death of emotion. It's a car designed to take on the Porsche Boxster Eve, the Alpine A110, and the reborn Lotus Elise. Let's start with the name, 4E. If you're an Alfa enthusiast, you'll immediately recognize the lineage. The 4 connects it directly to the 4C, the brand's last small sports car that was produced from 2013 to 2019. The 4C was a pure driver's machine, a carbon fiber tub, a mid-mounted turbo engine, and absolutely no power steering. It was raw, uncompromising, and utterly Italian. The E stands for electric. It's a simple, elegant way of signaling that while the powertrain is changing, the mission remains the same. According to Alfa Romeo's product boss, Daniel Gutsafami, the company is extremely protective of certain names. As he put it in an interview with Autocar, there are some items from Alfa Romeo that we don't kill. One is the Spider, the other is a love of cars. We do want to continue them because that's the brand. The name may not be 100% confirmed until closer to launch. Gutsafami says model names are decided very late to prevent leaks, but all signs point to the 4E badge sticking. And honestly, it fits perfectly, a respectful nod to the past and a confident step into the future. Now, let's talk about the design, because if there's one thing Alfa Romeo has always done better than almost anyone else, it's making cars that stop you in your tracks. Alfa's design team is drawing inspiration from 2 of the most beautiful cars in the company's history, the 1967 33 Stradale and the 1966 Duetto Spider. Let's start with the 33 Stradale. This is widely considered one of the most beautiful cars ever built, a road-legal race car with butterfly doors, a howling V8, and proportions that are simply perfect. Only 18 were ever made. The new 33 Stradale supercar, unveiled recently as a limited-run Halo model, reinterprets those lines for the modern era, and the 4E Spider will borrow heavily from it. At the rear, one of the most exciting elements is the Coda Tronca, the cam tail. This abrupt, chopped-off rear end isn't just a styling trick. It's a functional aerodynamic feature designed to reduce drag and improve stability. It was first seen on the original 33 Stradale and Alfa's race cars of the 1960s, and it's making a comeback for the 4E. For an electric car where every kilometer of range counts, this kind of aerodynamic efficiency is crucial. But the 4E isn't just about retrofuturism. Gutsafami has also confirmed that the car will take influence from the Pininfarina-designed Duetto Spider of the 1960s. The Duetto was all about grace-long, flowing belt lines, a sense of lightness, and perfect proportions. By blending the aggression of the 33 Stradale with the elegance of the Duetto, Alfa is aiming for a design that is both timeless and thoroughly modern. Underneath that stunning body, the 4E Spider will be built on Stellantis' state-of-the-art STLA medium platform. This is the same versatile architecture that underpins the new Peugeot E3008 and will form the basis of the upcoming Alfa Romeo Giulia Eve. For Alfa, using a shared platform makes perfect business sense. It keeps development costs manageable, allowing the company to build a low-volume sports car profitably. One intriguing possibility, instead of mounting the battery pack flat under the floor, Alfa might choose to position it in a central T-shaped or stacked configuration behind the seats. Why? Because this would allow the driver and passenger to sit very low in the chassis, preserving the mid-engined proportions and low center of gravity that made the 4C so special. It's a clever way to emulate the feel of a traditional mid-engine sports car in an electric package. As for power, this is where things get interesting. The upcoming Giulia Eve is rumored to offer up to 1,000 horsepower in its hottest quadrifoglio form. The 4E Spider won't need that much. It's a smaller, lighter car focused on agility, but reports suggest it could still deliver massive performance, with some outlets citing potential outputs in the range of 745 kilowatts, or roughly 1,000 horsepower for top-tier versions. Either way, the 0 to 100 km/h sprint that's 0 to 62 miles per hour is expected to be in the neighborhood of just 2 seconds. That's hypercar territory, and with 800-volt architecture, you can expect ultra-fast charging, potentially adding up to 20 miles of range per minute. Inside, the cabin will be entirely driver-focused. Expect a traditional double-cowled instrument cluster, a minimalist layout, and a retractable infotainment screen inspired by the 33 Stradale one that hides away when you don't need it, removing distractions. This is a car for driving, not for scrolling through menus. When the 4C was launched, it was introduced into a very thin model lineup. At the time, dealers had the 4C, the Giulietta hatchback, and the Mito Super Mini, and that was it. As Guzzo Fami put it, first you need to have a solid lineup, and then, of course, the Spider has to be the cherry on the cake. If the Spider is the cake, that's a problem, because then you can't be sustainable. Alfa Romeo CEO Jean-Philippe Imperato has been clear. The brand is now profitable again, and that financial stability makes dream projects like the 4E possible. The 4E Spider isn't entering an empty arena. By the time it arrives in 2028, it will face some seriously impressive competition. First and foremost, the Porsche Boxster Eve. Porsche is working on an all-electric version of its iconic Roadster, and it will likely set the benchmark for handling and performance, just as the current Boxster does today. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick moment to appreciate the lineage the 4E is joining. The story begins in 1966 with the Duetto Spider. Designed by Pininfarina with input from a young Giorgetto Giugiaro, the Duetto was an instant classic. Its round-tailed design, its perfect proportions, and its role in the film The Graduate made it an icon. It stayed in production for 27 years, a testament to its timeless appeal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like and subscribe for more future car news. And let us know in the comments, are you excited for an electric Alfa Spider? Or does something get lost without the engine note? I'll see you in the next video.